Sweetie Pie, and welcome back to my channel. Today we have another review on something that I really didn't think I'd be reviewing for a bit, but it did catch my attention. If you can see by the title, I know it's probably shocking, but I felt pretty strongly about this one. So if you guys would like to see what I think of the Katy Kat palette, it is in the one called Cool Cat. It is their multicolored one. Looks like this. Always go on to my Instagram if you guys would like to see close-ups of the product when it was brand new. This one actually had little kitty cats. Let's open it up for a second. It has little kitty cats and it had like little faces. They were very cute, I will say that. But yes, if you guys would like to see a little bit of information about this palette, what I thought about this palette, you know, swatches, all that good stuff, then stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, guys. Even if my teeth are a little bit yellow, I really wanted to wear this gray lip. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, but I have this beautiful purple eye on today. See, up close, it's not bad. But anyway, guys, let's get back to reality. If you guys would like to see this palette, then stay tuned. Alright guys, so today I'm going to do my swatches a little bit differently. Honestly, for this palette, I'm not doing brush swatches because it's pointless. These shadows do not work well without a mixing medium. And even when you have a mixing medium, sometimes they don't even work after that. So I'm just going to give you a tiny bit of information first before we get into this whole scandal. This palette was $14.99 Canadian, pretty pricey for drugstore. The e.l.f. matte neutral palettes, they are only $12.99, so it was like $3 more than that. I can get mine at Shoppers Drug Mart, some Rexalls, and I can get mine on CoverGirl.com, I think. But go look in your drugstores. If you have CoverGirl, you may have this. There is 0.6 grams in each shadow. They just said there was 6.5 grams in the whole thing, and these two are a little bit bigger, so there's less than or more than 0.6 grams in each shadow. They are made in Canada with imported parts and stuff like that. I never understand this. It says made in Canada with domestic and imported parts. So I'm assuming maybe they get the compacts. They are obviously, no, they're not cruelty-free, and they're not vegan either because there's carmine in this. There is mineral oil in this. There is dimethicone, mica, talc, ultramarines, carmine, all that good stuff. So anyway, I think that's all I have to say. Let's get into the swatches of this palette, and I'm just going to, as I'm swatching, kind of tell you about this palette a little bit more because it just wasn't good. I created a couple nice looks in it, but this is such a hit and miss palette that I don't even know if it's recommendable. So let's just get into those swatches, and yeah, I will tell you the tea. So this is what the palette looks like, and it is a 10-pan palette, and as you can see, I was trying, oh, and it had like one of those silly applicators in it, always, and this is the palette. So I'm just going to bring it a little closer, and you can see, like, from first glance, you're like, wow, some really pretty, like, glittery, shimmery kind of colors. But when you start to swatch these out, they are super powdery. Like, powdery and not pigmented. Like, let's just take a look. It's just not. So I'm going to do a pretty generous swatch. And so there we go. It's just a lot of glitter, in my opinion, and I tried using a glitter glue with these, and it was successful, but still not a ton of impact. So let's just go in. We've got this pretty, looks like a, you know, almost, it's like a baby blue, but it's supposed to be kind of really metallic and duochrome-y. If it's going from white to baby blue, I guess it's duochrome. I don't know. I wasn't impressed, guys. I wasn't impressed. So there is the, like, baby bluish duochrome. It kind of looks a little green. Oh, and see, they're kind of chunky, and I honestly can see myself not having this palette for very long just because I'm going to end up using so much water and Fix Plus and all that jazz. I hope you can see, like, there is some shine to these, guys. It's just they're not very pigmented. And then just that last one, like the middle ones, this one is okay, but it wasn't great. Like, see, that one is probably the best one out of all of them. But I did create a pretty look with the blue. It's just they don't even last that long on the eyes either. So let's just go into the next one. So yeah, I just like wiped off my hand here, and as you can see, like they wipe off pretty darn well as well. So let's go in. This one right here I thought would be a little bit better, but it's still not very creamy. This pink here is like a satiny matte. It's, now this one is my favorite one in the palette. It is a green brown kind of duochrome, kind of like the one from MAC, and there is one in the Comfort Zone palette for Wet n Wild. This one showed up pretty darn good with some water and Fix Plus, or, you know, you can do glitter glue. That one is like my favorite one in the palette. This pink one is absolutely terrible, and this black one, it has sparkle in it. I think they would have done better just making a satin black shade, because the black isn't too bad. I used it for darkening up the outer corner and it didn't work too bad. But again, like this color here, it was supposed to be this like beautiful metallic with pink glitter in it, and it just doesn't translate that well. I don't know, guys. I really wasn't that excited or happy about this palette. I think that you can totally dupe these colors somewhere else. Oh, the drugstore is hard for eyeshadows, but then don't charge $15 for this palette. My raving and ranting, I know, I'm sorry guys, I even like got right in the shot, because I was like, for $15 Canadian, it's probably gonna be like 12 something in the US. It just was not worth it. I didn't like the quality of these shadows. They even, like, I feel like they even swatched better than they were used on the eyes. Like today, I was trying so hard to get one of the shadows in the middle. I tried this, let's see here. I tried this one first, and it was not sticking to the ColourPop shadow. It just was not. And then I also tried the pinky shade here, the satin. It was not working either. Like, they don't stick to the lid. Finally, I got some of this like berry shade here, and I got some glitter glue on my center of my lid and tapped it on, and it finally stuck enough for there to be like a little bit of impact. But this is really terrible. I don't like it. I regret buying it. I am so happy I didn't buy the other one. The other one was more of a neutral one, and I'm just so happy that I didn't spend $30 on these, because I can tell you right now, these aren't going to get used. I have better drugstore eyeshadows. ColourPop makes their Super Shock shadows. 2 of those would equal up to this whole palette. I'm not happy, Katie. I do not think that this should have gone through for the like 2, maybe 3 shadows out of 10 that I liked in this. They were crumbly, they were crunchy, the glitter was kind of weird, it didn't want to stick to anything, it didn't build up well on the eyes. Ugh. But yeah, guys, that is how I feel. I wanted to do just a shorter review on that palette because it was just a, smaller. I didn't have the other one, but I was definitely not buying it after that one. I wanted to throw in this review anyway. If you guys are looking at them in store, I'd just pass. I love you, Katy Perry. I love your music. I'm not a fan of your makeup brand. I do not like the mascara either. It was like that weird twisty wand. Wasn't for me either. But yeah, guys, I love you guys so much, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I feel like I've had a frog in my throat this weekend. Ugh. But yeah, I love you guys so much, and I hope you guys subscribe to my channel if you are not already. And yeah, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Do not forget to click the video coming up here and up here, because I'm sure there's something that you enjoy on my channel. And also, if you want to go to my channel and be subscribed and get my notifications, then just click right down here, right there is a subscribe. You can definitely click that. Alright guys, bye!